before that was cool.
Should be a good showing. Let's see what happens. C9 on defense, LEV on attack.
But here we go. He's played. I mean, the
6 bullets for Demon 1. 6 bullets for Demon 1. Looks like they want to set him up over towards middle. Maybe KO flash into Salvos.
He's going to get his chance to step up very early on here. We see the fight to be taken.
Lovely start.
Just a micro adjustment in the aim. He sits PXS down. Battle of the substitutes here.
Oh, PXS was playing quite passively actually in the match that they had against 100 Thieves, because Cryo was all over him. And it might be similar here.
See, Salvo is going to be laid down a bit of a tap to see what the next layer of things are, but LEV want to take this one and fight forwards on the hand with the flash. There's a big reveal, but reveal does nothing in the face of all these guns.
Very cool protocol, actually, popping through your own smoke to get out and put pressure on these art players. Yeah, something that C9 used to do in 2023, actually.
Not expected at all. Maybe a stub Demon 1. Just trying to even things out.
Whoa, did the little crouch off was kind of crazy, huh?
Quirky with the movement, avoid a lot of the bullets, but it will
felt like every time he aimed on his head, Spike just dodged the bullet with crouch.
Overall, LEV, they do lose the first player, but they find their way forwards anyway. 4 players now alive at an open side on B.
And the team play.
What do you think of the no scan comps? I think they play in hard mode.
Single individual duel, but then LEV never allowed another fight to be a 1v1, and I don't think they're going to offer Vic too many at the end here. 3 players all playing as a pack in B Link. Only Spike alone, and he's never going to take contact in a way that Vic's going to have an opportunity. King's spotting that cross. Does look fairly checkmated here. And this comp is nasty in post plants once you get to rifle rounds and they have more util online.
Definitely is. Now 2 to play with, but too many targets to really overcome here. You've got to be really
very
sharp.
Nice, considering they lost one at the beginning here. The recovery is very good.
LEVIATAN to start. This is a team that we were kind of mentioning at the beginning, but they do want to get off to a really strong start here, because they win this match. They don't exactly get out of the danger zone with being able to get Neon in. They will take one more win, but that's a crucial element, to be honest, because if they lose, sure, you get Neon in, but at what cost, right? You're in the lowest of lowest brackets where you have no more second chances.
You're playing a single elimination tournament at that point with your full roster, so you'd like to avoid that as much as possible, but end of the day, the LEV project this year always knew that Kickoff was going to be the most difficult part.
Yeah.
Because Neon's, no disrespect to PXS, but
hey,
Neon
4 eco
like
on this one.
Star player
We got some bullets for Demon 1. That's probably the only thing we should keep an eye on, I guess.
Yeah, he's been
PXS doesn't hang around for another. I like that. What do you think about Vito at the moment in pro play? I think it has a lot of potential, man, still. I don't think teams play it great. Some of the Abyss stuff's been alright.
And we've only seen one match, so it's early days. But it's been slow, very slow. King was one of the slowest callers that we saw across any of the regions, actually, so far.
Really making an active effort to ensure that all the pieces are clicking.
He's been watching the Boast of odds.
Yeah. Hopefully not playing too slow, though.
Well, with this kind of composition, you've at least got to get into post plants. And C9 probably going to be in a situation here where they're looking to simply die to Spike.
You look at LEVIATAN's comp, you do not want to generate their ults, do you?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, Spike is quite close to that no command. It's a big one.
Yeah, you throw in the Ghost and let him go crazy.
Yeah, multiple players you don't want to get.
The Vito and the Euro TPs can make for interesting strats. Yeah, I was kind of expecting more from the, you know, the EG comp that they use on Abyss. Expecting more from the setups.
Yeah, actually looking at best case scenario right now for LEVIATAN. Very healthy bonus round that they're going to be going to.
And a much better beginning than when we were watching them in the 100 Thieves game. And they were winning the pistols and then just obliterated in the second rounds, and then get snowballed against. Whereas this is the exact opposite situation to be in.
Been handed a pretty big tool.
All right, let's get into the buy rounds.
Bulldogs, Phantom.
We got 2 people that can get one shot for this one. C9 at the beginning of the tourney started playing light armor. Now there's some demos on them. I mean, this maybe isn't a good example just because they knew the Outlaw was out anyway. But they had been leaning over towards light armor at the beginning.
Flying forwards there.
Demon 1 with a big play on this, by the way. Fast flank for him, especially if they can stall this one out. He's hit really fast for the res. Really nice, man. Very decisive on that.
Cool, calm and collected there. Brings it to that 3 versus 3 now for Cloud9 to potentially start making movement over towards this side. A lot of noise being made, some util thrown out. Demon 1. See if he can again and find these fights once more. Sato's coming up.
Oh, what a ding.
Main players, pre-fire, ding through the wall, a lot of damage done, and the
util is going
to really just push them out of the picture.
Stun kind of indicates he's sticking out.
Zeppa's going to just really hold it down. It's an easy task. It's laid out in front of him here. So
I mean, it's good impact from Demon 1 here. It feels like he made that easy for them.
Big weapons as well going into their bonus. It's navigated well by Cloud9.
It is. It's those 2 kills actually from Demon 1. Sub player coming in.
Hello.
Just
spot the difference.
Diabolical from you. Absolutely diabolical. These 2 kills though, get the punish on Spike as he's rezzed. Nothing that Spike can do about it, obviously, but Demon 1 catching the perfect timing around the backstab. And fairly easily winning the duel against him.
Actual op-off. The people that die do by light armor, but not by choice.
Oh my goodness. They're gonna send it through that stun.
Cursed them in real time there. Not much you can do though if you are Sato.
Yeah, they got a lot from this knife as well.
Force the A fight on the attack side through that Astra setup. We've seen a few teams go for it. Furia actually were.
Yeah, with the KO
forcing it in there,
and like honestly with these comps that they both have,
it's really difficult. It favors
they both excel. Probably better than most comps at fighting here, but it's harder for them to fight and get beat control. This is probably the best way of doing it though. Teo drone with smoke.
Blow's just looking to potentially condition clear away. I mean, the drone does make it feel like, okay, well, potentially they're scaling off the back of this. It has pulled a few players, rotations.
Especially because Penny is just jiggle peeking all the way deep into A main. And so he's fairly confident that Lev are not ending A. But when you look at Lev's positioning, because they control the whole of the middle of the map, they really could end A. It would just be through that art connector.
Yeah.
Looks like that's not where King's sending the troops, though. He's going into a stacked B site.
1 flash fake over towards A, the 3 stay strong over towards B.
30 seconds left.
Elsus has a knife if he wants to get info, there we go.
Flying. Jiggle lucky to be alive there from that shot. King's really stepping up, but will be sat down again.
On this.
Nice reposition.
Beautiful flash from Zelsis as well.
Yeah, supportive util. Certain themselves on
his knife is good as well.
Here. And for PXS and Spikes in, not much you can do from a spot like this.
10 seconds
Cloud9
left.
bringing it even 2-2.
Pure save situation here. Spike completely dropped down. King, I think, making the wrong read there in terms of where he should be ending was, you know, it's a difficult situation because you don't control any of A main. But after you've droned and made so much noise over towards B, and you've made it feel like you're going in
you've
that
at least got to re-clear over towards A. Especially if you watch any demos of C9 this year and last year playing PAL, they are probably the team out of every region that prioritizes at least holding one of these lanes. They love the early info on the signs. Again, that's how I view the map as well. With that, you can always have 3 on the side they hit. If not, you have good reactions, you should be fine. Dude, he got wrecked by that flash. It felt like forever.
Find a bit of an opening here, despite the fact that they weren't really working with too much. They'll be able to reclaim one of the guns. There it is.
Chamber v Chamber on the other side of the map, by the way, towards B.
Yeah, and it's just a patient off.
PXS is a very passive
He's the most patient.
He's just been holding these angles. This is very similar to what he was doing against Cryo on 100 Thieves too. And if you don't walk into him, he's not controlling very much space. But he is ready for the punish if you get overly aggressive, and so that's something that Demon 1 will have to be aware of.
Just holding for that walkout. Confidence abound here for Demon 1. He's headhunter bullets out when he's got a rifle.
Okay, pressure over towards A.
Really just wants that one tap and back away, I think.
Haven't been able to clear it.
Breaks it and disrespects it too, so he's not actually going to be slipping away.
Yeah, he got an extra bit of util out of them.
The most out of a situation like that, forcing Lev.
With the orb, they get Sato's ult, and you would imagine Demon 1's in trouble.
Signals all here, especially with those ults going to be combined up. Conversion paths and a pathing now into the site. Demon 1 got a pocket to play in, but blows
Yeah, a bit of a peek before Zels's flash came in, and it looked like a pretty good flash from Zelsis. I think he's probably going to wait for that one.
Forced to retake. It's tough, even though they've got decent weapons.
Some damage done to a couple of the LEV players, knocked around with King and blows being low as they are, but like you said, it's still an uphill climb in a battle. Zephyr though, that's a cracking shot. X's going to be taken out there, and Util Zephyr! He's taken over! Ult earns up, and he wants to let that one rip at the Armageddon. Trying to force the issue with these fights, but just backs it, sidesteps it. Kings and blows are low though, and they do not have the rifles to play with. Util sure to at least pull a couple of seconds out of him, but Zels is going to be sticking out, trusting his teammates to do the job.
Wow, what a round.
An ace for Zephyr.
What the hell?
He comes
Dude, the
alive.
3-person
Where did
lineup
that
in
come
Elbow
from?
is insane.
That's astonishing stuff from
Or
Zephyr.
2-person, I guess.
Incredible util
Good
usage
one
as
before he
well,
went
though.
in there.
I think the stun, though, only landed onto a single player in back halls. I don't know if it caught onto both of them.
Watched again.
I think he just hit a straight-up duel.
Both.
Oh, the KO nade was nice, though.
Really
Pushed him out into the open.
Nasty business by Zephyr, man.
The combo with Zels' fragment grenade.
Yeah, Jules,
Yeah,
that
that's
sounds great, man.
beautiful.
I like
Coming
that.
alive. Maybe, I don't know. Because he's playing with Demon 1, he feels like he's playing like against NRG somehow. There's some connection here. I don't know.
Keep cooking.
What was I going to say?
We'll get back to you.
Lev did pretty good here. Lev did pretty good last round.
Yeah.
Actually clearing over towards Ace. They had the pressure and actually hit the weaker site. So they kind of learned from the round before.
Dude,
the KO flashes at the moment, man. Zelsis is 2 for 2.
They want to see it all. They want to gather up as much space as possible.
Great flash there from Zelsis as well. Supportive utility's been phenomenal on the KO. We've seen that set play from other people before. But Lev were not ready
And honestly, his flash last round was really good. Demon 1 just peaked earlier.
Added that to their arsenal.
Yeah.
After seeing other teams run it.
They've had a while, right?
Yeah, yeah, they have.
To really prep for this match.
Well, I mean, so have Lev.
KO's flash got a little buff. The right click now. The right click now does like it gets you for 2.5 seconds, I think. Before it was like 1.7, something like that.
Drop down a bracket.
It's a nice aspect though.
The right click's really nice now.
Quite at the peak. You know, as soon as you lose that first game, you're not in the lower bracket.
Sonia, take it easy, dude. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's true, but I think the pressure's starting to increase for quite a few of these squads. I mean,
yeah.
For whoever
in this match here, right? If you lose, it's you're straight down to the bottom.
Yeah, and inevitably.
Can you play solo Teo as an initiator? If you're gonna do it, you have to have a Yoru, and you're also gonna struggle at doing quite a lot of things.
That's what they're fighting to avoid.
I mean, there are a couple of teams doing it, right? I've seen it on some maps.
For 1 out of 2 of these teams, if they were in that position.
If you're gonna make it work, I guess Bind is the best.
Here, Lev forced to resort back to the saves again, but Cloud9 have shown some excellent additions to their overall game plans, even with the late addition of Demon 1 and the roles being swapped around as they have. There's a supportive U2, we'll call it out with a flash and a peek. Very nice stuff. And that, we won't talk about the aim. Listen,
yeah, I mean,
it's all about the flashes. The
perfect utility.
Supportive util.
And leg shots for days.
There.
Did the job here. It looks like another opted into the fight over towards A main, and this could get bloody very quickly. Let's see if there's any adjustments there. Stun to the back. That was at the back of the box. Is that the team stun?
Damn it, he's actually alive.
Very close to getting a punish onto Penny, though. Just trying to spam through based on Sado taking that area.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, you know.
Drone for drone.
They
both give it up.
If you take all of
With that smoke, though, they can take the extra space. So Lev win the battle of A main in reaction. C9, 3-person group up because they were 4 stacked over towards A. They want to push over towards middle or punish here. They don't have to push, especially with this early info on B.
Into this round because Lev look like they're moving over towards mid at least, but
well, if they do look to go towards mid, this is a nasty little trap setup.
You can afford to stack these bodies like this. Demon 1, making out with a shot and a bait and switch. Zelsis going to strike back blows! And Sato, they sit Penny and Zelsis straight back down again.
I think Zelsis probably has to be good for 2 there, but Demon 1 looking to clean up.
Maybe wants a few more as well. He's got that rifle, but his players out onto the top.
That is impressive for play.
Hungry.
Damn.
To shine all around.
Nice
Remind me again why he's not in tier 1.
Tangibles, man.
Yeah.
He's always had the aim. It's never been in doubt.
I'm looking at a lot of
really nice, man. What a round.
You should have him.
Okay.
4 kills as Cloud9 get up to 5.
Look pretty disgusting from everyone's POV that he killed. I guarantee there was pretty much nothing they could do. Very fast.
Yeah, he can swing back in after he takes the TP out.
That guy maybe.
That kills filth. Yeah. And great awareness to figure out that the chamber's gone through the other side in the midst of all of that chaos.
Baby, let's go. Good.
Agile as anything. That has forced a bit of attack time out here. Forced a bit of an issue here for Leviatan as well, as they're struggling to find a bit of a ways in.
PXS searching for answers in the stars, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe just trying to absorb everything the owner is telling them. Quite a lot of instruction being given here from the coach.
Yeah, I wonder how much stuff they've watched of C9, because at the moment they are, even though they had that one round where they created pressure over towards A,
when you do, it's a hate crime.
they
Well, it won't be soon. I'll be joining you.
they're not pushing the sides, man.
You know, the viewers, they can play
Like their
sport.
comp isn't good at pushing over towards B. They're not clearing over towards B. C9 always will have one of these. If you don't push one of them off, they're gonna just wreck you. Like this is a prime round, right? Question mark created over towards A from Lev. Early info with one here, right? So he's got the info here. You know they're gonna push R, or they're gonna push this guy off, and then in which case you can rotate. That's why they were able to do the 3-person trap and have so much confidence that it was gonna work, because they knew that they didn't have info over towards A.
You know, maybe double doors, something like that. You've got to be worried about Demon.
And also, I will say, Lev like to play like super by the book, and sometimes that means you just have a lot of towns.
That's Vic, I think, as well. He's on that little box angle.
That's nasty, actually.
Just spotted it out. I'm assuming it's Vic, but
no, it must have been
through, right?
I mean,
Just all honor teams historically are like this.
Like Matilda.
Yeah, it is. That's honestly perhaps a very crucial element to this round. We'll see how it plays out, but again,
I mean, the whole reason for that lineup is that you're supposed to not be able
Lose
to
the
break
line
it,
over
yeah?
here, take the
Or at
line
all.
somewhere else.
Oh my
Great shot.
goodness, that is a bit of a misplay by PXS, but listen, got to give credit to Team 1 again. This aim has been on point. Razor sharp.
It's a strange way to play it, though, rather than just trying to hold the angle and get the punish, but this time didn't have the option. Feel confident.
Great
Fear
shot.
in their hearts. I mean, Team 1 is striking it
Well, he
straight
said he was
into them.
mechanically better than 99% of tier 1 players. Hard to disagree with what I'm seeing.
As well, you know, he's changing up his positions.
Always moving around. Knife only to one tag here, gearing up for Leviatan, looking to salvage this operation as best as they can. They've got 3 players remaining, bit of util to work with. Salvos will be committed. Zephyr positions forced, but no one really scales off the back of this.
Could have shot it, decides not to.
Doesn't want to reveal his position.
Doesn't want to reveal that he can spam the planet.
Penny, time being bought for him. All those sound cues, he's lighting them up from alternate angles.
Damn, C9 looking pretty good.
Easy business.
I don't think Lev have come in super prepped for this one, I'm not gonna
What
lie.
a fun showcase of Demon 1's skill. Back here again.
When you play against C9, you can't really play like this, I don't
He's
think.
played 145 maps total of Chamber. I mean, this is him. This is...
Nice. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
I'll play the round.
Okay, now Max.
Oh, Zels is drilling out instructions as to where he wants
control.
Demon 1 to play. Now, usually, if Demon 1 was
They're gonna try to set him up over towards A.
It's normally the Chamber that would be saying, I want to play here.
Dude, he
I wanna
wanted
play
to do
there.
the trick. That's
You know,
funny,
mixing
man.
things up, but
When was the last time he played
it's
Chamber? He
C9's
wanted to do
system.
the TP close, but obviously the TP range got changed like maybe 6 months ago. You can actually do the one over towards Pid and then go here now.
Being let loose to spoil the hand up so slightly. Demon
Feels
1
like
is in a
someone
very
told him on the
sore
team.
spot here. Needs to aim
Beats the
well.
ult and he is stuck on an island, but he's got another and Zep has covered him. Dude, they're looking kind of great, man.
A deadly duo for Cloud9.
They are looking
brilliant
cold.
out there.
Absolutely cold.
And I'm sure he's relishing the opportunity to have this kind of impact.
Dude, I think he's loving playing Chamber as well.
Exit from Tier 1 Valorant. For a player who's managed to lift a trophy.
Boys, Max. You haven't skipped a beat, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like he thrives off IGLs like this as well, man. Kind of reminded me of like the 100 Thieves vibes.
Individual skill, but qualities that, you know, Think about too often in pro plays.
Great flash over the top, man. What a lovely flash. All three.
This is a buy around
Obviously
for Leviatan.
is pretty much off on the last kill, but
notice. There's no time to catch a breath with your Leviatan. Every single thing that you try has been completely slapped down.
Credit to the coaches, credit to Zelsis as well for having so many different looks on defense.
no, they're everywhere. They're everywhere, and the flash value they're getting from the KO is just non-stop. He is, yeah, 14 assists.
Yeah, I mean that's absurd.
That is nuts, isn't it?
You know, useless
14
assists. Because sometimes
we're on
KO
round
players
10.
will have a huge amount of assists, and it's just because they
Obviously, he's been getting a few, like over towards B, kind of got like 3 with the knife. And like KO kind of gets freebies with the knife for sure, but
on the other side, like he's having insane
a
impact.
lot is from the
Incredibly active,
flash.
and it's forced left again. I mean, this is just a save. They're going to be looking for opportunities to get back in. I mean, the spike is in potentially retrievable location. The excess does nail the shot.
If C9 fight over it too much, there could be avenues back into this round.
Yeah, they are still up here, but doubled up.
Dude, Zeppa's looking
Again,
crisp as well, man. 13 and 2.
For it, 8-2.
Even in their losses, he's
Look at
been
the scoreboard
looking
for some of
great.
these players. You know, we've been talking up Demon 1 a lot because he's obviously having a fantastic beginning, but Zeppa's right there as well, putting in astonishingly good rounds and being the rifle to back up the op in a lot of these spots.
Yeah.
And his Phantom has been like a laser beam. 13 kills for both of them with only 7 deaths added together.
I mean, we're on round 11. It feels like the only opportunity the LEV have had in a long while. They've got the ults online at this point, but it's taken them this long.
Let's play.
A lot of space being conceded this time around by Cloud9, not willing to fight over towards the A angle. Success. Also popped off here.
They're on that fast flank again.
Utilize them to see if they can gain any sort of advantage.
EP goes out, full retake on this one.
One of the first times where LEV have found a great opportunity.
Yeah.
And they've just got in. They got the post plant down. There wasn't very much resistance. They avoided the trap.
Zelsis, hot on the heels, is going to make his presence known. Using that trademark, but Leviatan are just wandering into these sidelines. PXS is trying to make the most of it. That is the kill to be found. Cosmic Divide in your face. That Salvo's at your feet. It is uncomfortable territory. Leviatan, they can't sit still. There's no safe place to hide and sit tight and try and bunker down and play this one into the post.
Kind of knows he wins the round if he just keeps this guy around this corner.
Blows, has some util. This will have to be pulled out of a couple of taps here, so there's still win cons available for Leviatan.
They get half?
This will have to be stuck to half.
Yes, he
Zeppa knows it. Gives up his life
The
for
big hero play from Zeppa, and Zelsis has just locked this guy too far away. Very calm, man. Very calm round from C9.
Consolation prize might be able to keep this operator into the next, but damage is being done.
Yeah, that's a Zeppa, man.
Zelsis spent the majority of that retake just literally sat in art, making sure that PXS didn't have any opportunity to help. They just both stood there looking at each other while Zeppa was sticking the defuse.
Wait, who's the person that got half? I thought it was Zeppa. Did I get this wrong?
He's talking
Who's the
about
guy that got half and
PSS
died?
towards the end there. Applause from Imi in the booth.
I mean, it's just...
I mean, it's great to watch at the moment. It's very nice.
You can see the work
Pretty satisfying to watch, to be honest.
Flash over the top again, but no mid-default this round for Leviatan. There are so many places, though, where you have to be worried about the trap. They also, though, have not seen Demon 1 over towards B.
Drone is down.
So these rounds are where LEV are going to have the best chance. They finally realized that they need to push over towards the sides. Like every single time they go over towards sides, it's just been stacks, basically, apart from last round.
Drone needs to be broken for him. It's not going into the direction, hopping around here.
Like this might be the first round that we've seen since maybe it was round 4 where they have like control and control.
Many angles to account for though in a spot like this. As the rendezvous is back, let's see how sharp
I'm not saying it's a guaranteed win, but it makes their percentages go up like by a huge amount.
Instantly the gap's being filled up again, as you can see. Zelsis just jump spotting, ensuring that they can't cross that boundary. Ult's now going to be utilized. Spike. No command.
A fake though, it's still going to go back in the B direction.
Yeah. Insert of Shadow.
But the reason this works is because they got no info on the sides. Imagine they had someone over towards A clearing this right now, they'd be stacked over towards B. The actual fact that they have the pressure means that this happens. This is what they needed to do ages ago.
They've got the timing.
Yeah, this is really bad though. A lot of util available to deny. Zeppa has 2 salvos and an ult here.
Zeppa's ult can win this round.
And there it is, denying it. 15 seconds left. Time is becoming a bit of an issue. There's the Armageddon. Caught into the corner, just trying to play them all the way in. PXS gets his one. Zelta's though leaping from the sky. And they're trying to deliver death from above. Blows, getting a bit of body block going on. Sato couldn't quite get back to safety. And now Blows just forced to tuck, cower away. 2v2 though, and King on the flank. Surely has to activate in time. The rendezvous back, Demon 1's finished. Stars placed down. Time pressure though, not quite there. To tap a knife out, King wasn't ready for the fight. Zeppa! Dangerous game that he is playing here.
Flash shot.
But my God, what a shot! It's just been disgusting from start to finish.
This was a
for
lovely half to
Cloud9.
watch.
And
A little
worrying
watching Lev like this, I'm not gonna lie.
Pre-fire towards the end.
But
King having a chat with the rest of the team about what was going on there.
Wow.
But a pop off towards the end. You got to think when King just gets the freebie of Demon 1 landing in his lap. He's favored in that with a pull still in hand. But the rest of the team is amazed at how well Zeppa's been playing here. And Demon 1 too.
Yeah, locked in, driven Cloud9, leading and taking this map by storm so far.
Looks nice. The vibes, yeah, looks fun at the moment. Looks a lot more fun than what was going on against NRG.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Is Demon 1 just in for this game only? We don't really know, to be honest. I feel like you would give Oxy as much time as he needs. So yeah, it's kinda up to him. How about Demon 1? I mean, he looks great, man. On the chamber, I guess we get to see what he's playing on some of the other maps, but chamber looks great. Chamber every map? I mean, yeah. I think you would try go for it. Lev, we're just doing too lit on too much of the map? Yeah. You have to default against C9 on this map.
Back
you have
here,
to default.
yeah,
you have to push him off the signs. If you don't, you're going to lose every round. They did it twice out of 12 rounds.
They are putting up one hell of a fight against the LEVIATAN that were just struggling to find answers at all on that half. It was just domination.
Yeah.
10-2.
They couldn't even find their way into rounds.
No.
The proactivity, I think, was Cloud9's greatest strength. And I suspect that when we get onto the attack side, if there are too many rounds to even be played here, C9 were getting really proactive and aggressive in their post-ban scenarios when we've seen them previously too. Especially in that game against Loud, if you think back.
Look at this raid boss.
The game against NRG,
he's got a ghost. He obviously buys armor. He gets dropped a ghost from I Imagine Zalsis. He buys light armor, and then he's got the 2 bullets backup as well.
Trap play here. Sato recalls back over towards the
there
pillar.
goes the armor.
Salva's at your feet though. He needs some help and bail out. There are teammates at his back. I was wondering what the play was, and they've just taken a lot of damage in the process. Salvo's dropped down, an instant response from Cloud9 and Blows. Trying to back himself out. Still 3 versus 3.
Looking a little bit forced there from Sato. He realizes
I even like the chamber, dude.
have to be the hero.
I like chamber when it wasn't even
punished for trying to take
like
too
when
much
the
onto his
trip
shoulders.
wasn't global. I think chamber's always good.
Down, which means that trip gone in the flank is
Dude, not being able to trade
King's
someone,
I'm
telling you, it's great.
He's not over pushing though.
He's just holding, so he knows they haven't exited.
Yeah, C9 cutting noise means that you should not be over.
I'm the chamber glazer. I really am, man. Just solidly throughout its.
Critical information here for the Leviatan
Even when it got
players.
nerfed, man, I'm still using it.
Stay grouped up, stacked up over towards B. Ready to receive. At some point, the action's going to be coming. Cloud9.
Locating
the drone is going to be using it now to try and get his team into it, but it's immediately broken at that. 30 seconds remaining. The options are running dry. Come down to the raw aim, and that hasn't been missing so far, but a few shots in the dark doesn't go amiss. PXS action onto Zelsis, dropping it down. Zeppa to the plant. Gets Is online an extension
Yeah,
now
King
into
wins
this
the
one.
round.
King rapidly approaching, and he's going to be tip-tapping. Vic just turns it straight on him. Snapping around to the side, now it's a 2v2. Before you know it, flows forwards, the recourse star blooms and blossoms, opens it up into the angle, Zeppa damage done. Surely you can't end up doing this one. Hopping around and sound cues are made. Zeppa just trying to play his life, but they know how low he is. PXS has been called out to him, and that's why he's got a classic out.
Damn, he
Full
sussed
running
him.
and gunning on display, but he earns up that pistol round.
Hard clear in the corner as well. Figured out where Zeppa was playing there finally. And so the Magic Man has been shut down for Cloud9. I was worried when King came around the flank and got dismantled so
Yeah,
quickly.
same. I mean, that was
Vic shut that one down fast.
that was the thing that was gonna secure
Danger
the
there,
round.
even though Lev knew exactly where Zelsis was calling the finish to be. They're not usually going to be that predictable, I don't think. But Lev had the read. King did a good job just boxing them in.
The pistol rounds would be good for Lev.
What is this one?
Didn't say that much.
Attack shorty.
They were trying to drag this one back all the way. I mean, it has to begin with a pistol round. I feel like a broken record sometimes saying that, but here we go from Cloud9, making moves, gliding to the side.
Got through though. No one can really follow
Triggered.
because of the slow for a little bit.
Stopped and stunted, and it's put a bit of fear here into the step of Leviatan. They are going to be forced to go back to more passive positions to absorb, losing all that space towards connector. PXS even forced to
What are they
drop
gonna
off
do?
and
Just
away. No
right
one's
click
on
a
the
care
angle,
flash?
but he's going to be watching this one.
Yeah, this setup
be
is
good
still
for it.
Yeah, this setup is still really clean. And PXS has got a chance of picking off 2 on the entry. Though if Penny can gap close, that shorty will do a
Oh,
lot.
it's nice.
Good stun as well. Does push him back and away for the time being, and does have his angles. Again, he knows
It's not
them
too
well.
bad, man.
Plan will go
They
down,
get
regardless
they get
of
a
that for
plan. They got
Cloud9,
shorty and elbow.
shorty
They can
back
definitely
goals,
do
always
damage here. I'm not
danger.
saying they're gonna win.
A
Demon
spot
1
like
is
this.
5 bullets.
Leviatan gonna have to be clean for it. Smoke, hard committed, and this is difficult, honestly. It cuts up the angles and it makes them try to close border, which is exactly what Cloud9 are hoping for.
They might delay for so long that Zeppa might be tempted to go clear over towards long just for the pure risk, and then he can play salvos.
Big connection. A lot of these players blinded up, yet still it's the
Double
superior
salvo.
weaponry. Save the day. Zeppa has a bit of stalled double
Yeah,
salvo.
he's just gonna try and do it just before he dies.
It's ticking. It's ticking. A right click like that.
Oh, he's done it.
Oh my goodness.
No
There's no chance.
That counts as a 1v5, right?
But you can't be losing around
I mean
like that to
1v4
lose.
even, sorry. Wait, was it 1v4 or 1v5? There were 5. No, it is a 1v5,
internal
bro.
timer.
Wow.
No.
Player left out. What
dude.
is that technically? A 1v4?
No, it's a 1v5.
Even be a
There was
technical
5.
1v5. I
not
wasn't
too
paying
sure.
attention to it.
Yeah, no, I thought so as well for 1 point.
1v5.
1v5.
1v5, yeah. Oh, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But
insane.
I gotta give credit to Cloud9 as well, though.
It's not. Let's go, baby!
Yeah.
Fucking going!
Pulled out of nowhere. But they were doing a good job, I think, stalling out.
God, what a
Oh,
ridiculous
it's
round
very
that is.
tricky for Lev. It's tragic for them, though.
I mean, it's exactly the same thing that was happening to them, albeit a different mechanic,
Yeah.
but the
Sure.
same thing that was happening
Yeah,
to them
the
against
Kings at the
Thieves.
moment of winning pistol, losing
Win
the
the
next
pistol,
round.
lose the follow-up.
PX6 is going to be hearing a lot of these footsteps coming his way tonight. Side step. Hold on, he's up out into the open. His rendezvous was in a completely different place. He's forced to play into this fight. Cloud9, they take it by storm.
He's so blind there as well. I'm not sure, but I think that was Spike Scene's flash that came up and over the top. And it was just a mistiming on the peak.
Last player
Setups
standing.
all around here. This will be Cloud9 up to 12. They are,
Oh, they're blitzing.
yeah, extremely determined. Leviatan, the same issues reaching around. Job by Sado.
He's not going to get a 1v5. You don't,
No.
Yeah,
you don't
the
see
back-to-back.
two of those in the same day.
To be given a chance. The rare single dash. And just wants to reclaim the weapon and drift back away, hopefully saving it. For Cloud9 though, yeah, forcing the issue. But for Leviatan, I mean, this has been a recurring issue that we were, you know, it's not quite a narrative yet, but this cautious activity that Lev is just putting on display right against the Ecos. They don't want to let anything slip. They don't want to make mistakes. They don't want to lose, but then sometimes too much caution.
Yeah.
You play too slow. You
Yeah.
give opportunities, you give
Match
win cons to
point.
the opposition, which we saw.
To be honest, I don't think that was the biggest problem for them on their attack side. Here it is. Spike, flash, up over the top. Yeah, team blind. I mean, you know, on one side, that's a bit rough. that could have been an opportunity for PXS.
Yeah.
On the other side of things,
It looks really rough for
he's a
LEV,
sub-player.
man,
He's
because you
not
kind
gonna
of
have as
put
much
this on the back
coordination.
of
So
how many
fair enough.
pistols they won
Yeah,
last
you can't
time.
fault him.
They
That's
get
what's
so
happening.
many
You've got two
pistol
teams
rounds, but they just
playing with
don't
a sub.
snowball
C9
ever.
with
They
even
just get
less
ecoed all the time.
And yet they're winning 12.
Can't win by rounds.
Dominating, making Team1 look like he's a permanent player onto this roster, and this is all in. Desperate gambit towards the tail end of this map. 2v3 still could be winnable for Leviatan.
The map simply isn't, though, is it? I mean,
No.
they're not going to run back 9 in a row with how they've been playing. C9 are very firmly in control. On their opponent's map pick as well. This is not something that we've been talking about too much. But this is Lev's pick. This is where Lev thought they had the best chance of winning this series. My God.
Yeah, that is worrying when you see that.
Level of focus.
Especially as they came in with a pretty bad plan at the beginning.
Let a couple of rounds slip, but this has been
Like if
a level of
this
focus
was a
to
good
be
demonstration for the other teams of like how
best,
not
and
to
that is
play
a
against
13
C9 on attack, in my opinion.
opening map.
I think this
Leviatan's
is
map
the
pick
best
was
demo you
saying
can
we
watch
go
of how
1 to
not to play
split as the
against
next
them.
one, but Cloud9 are not
Give them
messing
all
around.
of that
They're not
info
playing
on
any
the
games.
sides.
They're trying to wrap this one up.
It's a great
Fun
showing.
game though, fun game.
It's a fantastic
Looked like
outing.
a lot of fun to be on C9 right there.
Into the team.